subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
All right, let's get real six and then freak in real life.
I know the name is crazy, y'all,
Oh,
but them others in that other space that you have problems with, they talking out their ass. And like you were saying, you got a lot of people in that other space that the Candace Owen type of is that they use them as the pedestal and the footstool for the you want to do.
Right.
You got a big dude over there that is agreeing with letting this white nigga say, "Oh yeah, we run everything. If it wasn't for us, y'all be drinking mud water." And then he not saying nothing, but then he get offended when it's about food. So you got a lot of idiots. I just want to say, keep doing what you're doing. Everybody that's black in here, keep doing what y'all doing because we got some real hate niggas out there. You know what I'm saying? And that's just all I want to say. I know my account's probably crazy. I don't give a fuck, but I stand for what you're talking about. That's all I want to
My
say.
brother, thank you so much.
All right, because I they didn't let me speak in the other group because they got this one white nigga that's talking like he a master or something, and they start listening. Like sick in the head, man. They man.
There you go. All right, man. Well, thank you so much. I don't know what space he's talking about, so they must have a space going on. Well, they'll probably be over here soon. They'll probably be hopping in here. Real six. What's up, brother?
what's going on, Tariq? Peace to you and everybody in the room. Shouts out to Nikki and Black Alpha and all the regulars I see in here. I just wanted to say I don't know what she's talking about. Men in general, we do not pay Myron Gaines no attention. Nobody pays him any kind of attention. He's
Right.
a goofy. Like he talks about frivolous and then he throws out numbers and statistics that's not even factual. A lot of times the people that do listen to him are passport bros or people who don't understand women in general. So nobody's paying due any attention. Shouts out to the work that you're doing and continue to be great. That's all I gotta say,
Thank you
man.
so much, brother. Yeah, let's just for the record, old girl talking about black men. No, don't ever put black men in the case with Myron Gaines. The black man, that's not his audience, especially foundational black American men. FBA do not rock with no damn Myron Gaines. Myron Gaines is the epitome of game goofy. He's a goofball. And he's them people. Remember, he worked for the federal government. He was a law enforcement for the federal government. We don't rock with that. We don't rock with that at all. Aaronomics.
Hey, what's up, Tariq? Thanks for letting me speak. I'm a white guy again. I've spoke here a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago about the Jake Paul fight.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I wanted to say on behalf of white people, we do not claim Jake Paul. But what I was gonna ask you is, I hear reparations all the time, not just from you, but various sources, and I get it. And I agree with you that if you were to get it, it shouldn't be like in form of, oh, we're getting school funding or something.
Right.
But like specifically, what would it be like land or cash I get would be for literally just for FBAs, but like specifically, like I'm just curious. I've never heard like a very specific form of it.
Yeah, I mean, if you've listened to us, you've heard specific forms of it. If you've been in, we've always said cash. We've always said reparations should look just like the compensation that red Native American tribes get. Um, they get land, casinos, cash payments, tax-free status, sovereignty. They get federally funded hospitals, federally funded police agencies. So we would need the same thing that they get. And in fact, there's already a treaty in place, the Treaty of 1866, that already specifies that the freedmen are supposed to get the same things that they get. So it's already locked in. All we need to do is enforce that treaty so that we can get the same type of compensation. This is what our brother Claude Anderson has been trying to get popped off. Um, we're already locked into those treaties, so we need to make them enforce this stuff. But yeah. Now, Aaron,
Okay.
what part?
No, okay, because yeah, I've heard some of you, but I just haven't heard like I haven't been in the spaces when it like the specifics like that have got brought up. But that makes a lot of sense to me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Aaron.
Yeah.
Okay, I need a man. Do we have call drops in there, dear? Yeah. All right. All right, let me see who we got. And shout out to everybody in here. We got a lot of people in here in the middle of the night. A lot of people in here in the middle of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get Israelite in here. Israelite. Do we have hot cocoa? I need something hot. We don't have that? No, I don't want no tea. What's up, Israelite? You know, Israelite, hop on, brother.
Hey, hold on, Tariq. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's happening?
Yeah, man. What's the name? How's it going?
I'm good. You sound very low.
Uh, okay. Can you hear me now?
There you go. A little bit better.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I was listening yesterday. I think you were talking about the Spanish and everything that was going on when they would bring the dogs over here
Yeah.
to eat the babies. That was, I don't know if you ever read that book called Dogs of the Conquest. You ever heard of that?
I haven't heard of that one. No.
Okay, well, yeah, that speaks about what you were talking about, how they would feed our babies to these dogs, and that's how they would give the babies to the dogs, basically. But anyways, going away from there, I wanted to talk about the Kamala Harris thing, and how she just basically fumbled the bag on this presidential race, which I told basically everybody I spoke to that she was going to lose. Trump was going to win solely on immigration
Yep.
because it's too like this place is it's crazy how bad it is. And I work in like the healthcare industry. So I'm in Woodland Hills, all around this area, up there by you in Chatsworth and everything too.
Yeah.
But man, you don't see how much these people be out here on these corners just setting up shops, selling, all that they do, tacos, all that they be selling over here. But I was telling my homeboy Mike, which is in here, that these people aren't even regulated by the health, by the FDA or whatever, the health regulations where you can get sick off of eating that they selling right here and possibly end up dying.
And
But
this is the problem.
go ahead.
And what I don't like, because yeah, you drive around here, you see them non-citizens got stands and food carts all over the place. And when brothers and sisters were selling their barbecues on Crenshaw, they gaffled them up and got them all out of there. You don't never see them no more. And you know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? So that's what I have a problem with. We get targeted. They hit us with the permit game, they hit us with the ordinances, but they let non-citizens come up and just set up shop illy. So yeah, that's a major problem. And that's
Yeah.
uh and a lot of California turned red. They don't like talking about that. A lot of California was red too. Let's get Lucky in here. Lucky, Mr. Lucky.
Yeah, Eltara, how you doing?
I-
That's
I'm
all.
good, man. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I spoke with you one of your brokers before, so I said let me request Mike and also bought in for the conversation.
Now, what did we talk about last time?
Yeah, we talk about you was talking about reparation and some Africa who come to America just try to sabotage reparation and call it Black American lazy, which I'm not aligned with them because they don't know what happened, um, what those Black America passed through for 400 years. I mean, like I would say that a lot of Black people, who come to America, most of them don't read history. They don't know that white supremacy, the kind of damage they have done to Black community, in Africa and around the world, Caribbean and America. So they thought that,
Okay, dude. Oh, okay. Now I know y'all were thinking the same thing. What the hell is he talking about? I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm trying to let him rock for a minute so I can kind of figure out what he's saying. Maybe he needs to flesh out his ideas. Family, this is what I'm saying. No disrespect to him. I have no idea what that man was talking about. What was he talking about? First of all, the language barrier, because he has that accent. And not only did he have an accent, he was just kind of babbling mindlessly. Even without the accent, what he was saying wasn't really making it. He just saying stuff. I bet none of y'all can remember one word that man said. That was literally word salad with some jollof on it. No disrespect to the brother, but damn. And then the accent on top of the babbling? I can't do that. I can't do it. A lot of them call up and just start spewing random thoughts, just do a lot of talking and don't be saying nothing. Hello, I called before. I just wanted to know that a lot of blacks um, in the diaspora will grow and be the best they can be and be who they are. And if you work and I work, I get a work visa and I work in Dubai and I do good business. And a lot of the FBAs, they want to do good business too. And there's the women's know how to do braids, and the niggas know how to put rims on cars. And we get it together and start a university. And then we build a Pan African organization similar to In Cobra. Okay, well, he's just saying stuff. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what the guy is saying. I do not know. Musty Brittany, no, Brittany, you're not getting your musty, mammy eating, crooked wig having self up here. You're not going to get up here to lie. No, you kind of shot your credibility out, Brittany, by coming in lying. You and your crooked wig, you're going to have to stay in the Caribbean, ma'am. I don't want you and your crooked wig lies. All right, Brittany, I don't want those lies. I do not want them. I do not want liars up in here. I do not want that at all. All right. And Brittany, you need some hair grow drops on your edges because your edges are gone. You got missing edges, dear. Let's get Matt in the building. Matt, hop on.
Hey, hey, what's up, big dog? Hey, just wanted to say hi, man. Love you, dude. And also, one of the biggest things that's been driving me nuts, man, the entire day. Do I have to see one more person say that it was rigged? The Tyson fight? God, if I had to see that one more time, man, I'm gonna be like, God, y'all never been in boxing? You never been in anything? And also, he's 60 years old, man. He did his thing. And also, $20 million later, he's fine.
Okay.
He made his money. Hey, he's the homie.
Got it. Okay. Well, that was kind of out the blue, but all right. Thank you so much. It was kind of a random topic that we weren't really discussing, but all right. All right. Let's get Richard in the building. All right. Let's get Richard in the building.
Hey, how's it going, man? How's your day?
I'm good, Mr. Richard. How are you, sir?
Hey, we're getting ready to, to go to sleep, but wanted to pop in and ask you a question.
Now, where's that damn accent from? That accent. Where's that accent from?
Yeah, so do you know where El Chapo's from?
He's Mexican, right?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico,
Okay.
but of course, I came here on a work visa a few years ago. I became a green card holder, and now I just became naturalized 2 years ago. This was the first election I was able to vote, and of course, I casted my vote for Donald John Trump.
There you go. What about some of your relatives that he's going to deport? How do you feel about that?
I the way I see it is, hey, I told my aunts like, hey, they know good kids, like what you got at home, and although they're my cousins, like they could always come back on a visa just like I did, So if you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Mm-hmm. So what else is on your mind?
Yes, so that of course I get a lot of hate for being Hispanic and voting for Trump. There's a lot of fear mongering, fear tactics, but it's all because I always see past the narratives and I'm actually informed, right? So I see past it, but unfortunately, as soon as people knew I went for Trump, they're like, "Oh, am I gonna be the first one out of here?" All of this. like, just wanted to share that. So if anyone else that voted for Trump, don't let them get to you. Like, it's all BS. They don't even know what they're talking about. They're woke liberals. So the thank goodness we got rid of that, and on January 20th, we're gonna remind them all.
Now let me ask you this. Now, what were some of the reasons why, as an immigrant, what were some of the reasons you voted for Trump?
Yeah, as a reference, I'm from Sinaloa, Mexico, and for those who don't know, Sinaloa, Mexico is the drug capital of all of Mexico, essentially the world. It's the cartel capital of the world, and as someone who descended from Mexico and has family members who have came here illegally, I have seen the dangers of crossing through the border, through the Rio Grande, and it's a lot of people who cross through there, a lot of them die in the desert. They drown. They're in debt to the cartels. They're used as mules. So I know. So it's very inhumane crossing over here, illegally, when there's a very good and easy process of coming here through a visa and legally. So not only is it inhumane because they're dying and they're in debt to the cartels, it's dangerous, and I don't think no one should be able to risk their lives crossing over here when there's so many resources to come here legally. So I've seen the dangers of that, firsthand. Another thing is, a lot of people, especially the media, they think Trump is against us, the Hispanics, the Latinos, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Trump has done many great things, for the Hispanics, when it comes to, helping them out through, through the jail system, through passing the Vanessa Guillen Act, the soldier who was murdered in Texas. Trump not only paid for her family's funeral, but also brought the family into the White House and passed a bill that protects not just Hispanic soldiers, but all soldiers in general. So there's many great things that he has done, and just so I could land my plane, I'm of course against transgender surgeries.
Right.
I'm definitely, I'm someone who works a lot of overtime. So if he's able to bless us with cutting the no tax on overtime, Social Security, and definitely preventing World War III, I'm all up for it.
Now I got RJ in here. Now he's an immigrant. I think he's African or Caribbean. Now RJ, he was a big Kamala supporter. RJ, hop in.
What's really good?
Now RJ, you're from Nigeria, right? Or the Korea? Is it Nigeria?
Hmm.
Okay. So what do you think about Richard? Richard, he's a fellow immigrant, but he was a Trump supporter. How do you feel about that?
Well, I think he's well, he's about to, get what he deserves. Like, you voted for Trump, you voted for a bad guy. The bad guy literally said, "I'm gonna be a dictator." So yeah, you're gonna get a dictator. Just give it a couple months, and you're gonna get what you deserve. So
Mm.
yeah.
So what is Richard gonna get?
Hey, wait, what Trump said he's gonna get? What Trump said he's gonna get is gonna target all. Trump did standard demagoguery. Like, we're pretending as if demagoguery isn't a thing, or racism isn't a thing. Demagoguery is a thing. Just look it up on Google. Demagoguery is scapegoating. You scapegoat a minority to favor the majority. Standard right-wing Southern strategy playbook. You scapegoat a minority for the majority. And what's the majority population that Republicans always get? They always get the white majority vote and the uneducated majority vote. And that's what he got. So he got the white majority vote. When's the last time the Democrats have got the white majority vote? 1963. Why? Because LBJ signed the Voting Rights Act for Black people. So out of spite, white people have consistently voted for Republicans. So anyone telling me that the Republicans and Democrats are the same, they're trying to play this centrist, moderate, middle of the road, and is because white people have not voted for Democrats since 1963. They've only voted for Republicans because Republicans are the white racist party, the uneducated party. Trump literally said, "I like my poorly educated voters. Look it up.
Okay.
Trump said, I like poorly educated
Now,
voters. So if you're voting for Trump, you're either racist or poorly educated.
okay, let
Capiche?
me get Gary in here. Gary, go ahead. I think Gary's a Trump supporter. Go ahead, Gary. Unmute your microphone. Gary, unmute your microphone, please.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm a truck driver. My headset just died.
Okay,
You guys hear me all right?
we can hear you.
All right. Yeah, that last guy, he's full of shit, man. Look, the Democrats been shoving their down our throats for 40 years, and they want us to thank them for it. They've been stepping over our rights for the last 40 years, man. And I don't care if you're white, black, Spanish. Trump don't want illegal immigrants in this country, and neither do I. You know,
There you
it's hard for me to hear you. I'm trying to get my headset on. You drop me and
Kevin
bring me
call
back
back.
up.
Kevin call back. There you go. All right.
So that guy was just off his walker. But anyway, what I said is facts. White people have not voted for Democrats for the majority since 1963, since LBJ sided with black people's voting rights. So it is what it is. Trump did standard demagoguery for dumbass, uneducated people and for white people. And he and he got it. The people that have been holding up Democrats for the most part has been educated people. If you're informed, it doesn't necessarily have to be a college degree, but if you're informed and you see true Republican, you're likely going to vote for Democrats.
So
if you're black, if you're Asian, and if you've been
you're saying the Democrats, they're the party of intelligence, and the Republicans, they're the party of the unintelligent, right?
no informed to higher degrees. If you're informed and you've done your research of the certain strategy and the racism and demagoguery, standard demagoguery will make you vote for Democrats.
So the Democrats basically running on a campaign platform of rappers twerking, is that playing to an intelligent audience?
No, Republicans have also run on the campaign of a wrestler ripping his shirt. So I don't know why we're playing like. Also, what's the housing? What has Trump said for housing? What has Trump said for healthcare? What has Trump said for
Working in your campaign? You just got a bunch of twerking. I don't know how intelligent that is. Yeah, having Cardi B give that speech of hers, was that playing to an intelligent audience, sir?
what's insulting the Haiti an intelligent move?
Oh, no, you said the Democrats are catering to the intelligent audience. Cardi B giving that infamous speech, was that intelligent, sir?
Yeah, you're cherry picking one thing. For the most part,
No, I'm not cherry picking nothing. That was their big sell. They were spending big dollars bringing out celebrities, bringing out top rappers and top entertainers. That was their um big old moment. That's not cherry picking. They made a big deal out of it. And it backfired on them. They had Cardi B out there, could barely read. No disrespect to Cardi B. That right there helped kill the campaign as well. They got her out there. She could barely read. She's up here reading off her phone. That's not the epitome of intelligence, sir. You're not going to sell the intelligence thing, RJ. Anyway, RJ,
so what about Spike Lee? And
so what about the price of tea in China? All that whataboutism. What about nigga? What about whatever? All right. Yeah, all that twerking and babbling. And you better thank a union member. All that soul talk, that wasn't intelligent worth a damn. Right, Richard?
Yes, sir. Couldn't have said it better.
There you go, my man. Let's get Queen in here. Queen Nee.
Yes. Hi, Mr. Tariq. Thank you so much for having me, allowing me to speak. Now, this fool, Reform J or whoever he is, I have a I have a question for you
Yeah,
because I've done research over the past year or so, um, about how blacks were actually Republicans and the KKK were actually Democrats. And that white lady, I forgot her name, she's the one that actually, um, I don't want to use the wrong verbiage, but she's the one that created abortions and it was targeted
Margaret,
at blacks.
Margaret Sanger,
And
Republican.
yeah, so huh?
Yeah, Margaret Sanger, who started Planned Parenthood, which was part of the eugenics movement, and she was a Republican, a registered Republican.
Okay, now were blacks, were the KKKs were actually Democrats, or did I,
That's
had,
that was, but yeah, that's correct. But there's
okay,
um they were Democrats, but the thing is, these folks switch parties like they switch underwear.
okay,
The Democrats were running around with the Confederate flags, but fast
right,
forward today, a lot of Republican white supremacists run around with Confederate flags.
right, it's switched around.
Yeah, yeah, they switch it around. So I don't really get into the Republican Democrat game. We have to
Hmm.
interchangeable just like they are. They are interchangeable. Remember, Trump was a Democrat. Trump was a
Hmm.
Democrat, then he became a Republican. See, we have to learn how to move and shake between political parties. We don't need to be married to one party.
Right.
We're way too loyal to the damn Democrats, which we don't need to be. And we're loyal to them because of the civil rights movement. And LBJ, he said, when I pass this bill, these Negroes are going to vote for me for the next 40 years. He was absolutely right. He said they're going to vote for Democrats for the next 40 years. So he was absolutely right. So we don't have to be married to that political party, though.
Okay, yeah, that's not what I was saying. I just wanted to get information from you to make sure I had the
Right.
correct, knowledge. And also, like, I hear like a lot of black people say, "Oh, Democrats this and Democrats that, they have our best interests," but they don't understand that, how do you say it? The Democratic Party actually started like the, how do you say, the welfare I don't want to say the welfare system, but basically that is one of the reasons why we have one parent households in the black community. Like, you know what I'm talking about, Mr. Tariq.
Yeah, yeah. You see a lot of those. That PragerU, these talking points from Candace Owens and all of that. Um,
Oh no, no, I didn't even hear her say that. She was talking about
no,
that.
yeah, she has, but I'm saying that a lot of right wingers use those talking points where they kind of blame each other for issues that happen to Black society, and they're both complicit. Both sides are complicit. The whole thing about welfare, yeah, that was the right wing and the left wing working together. They work together on that now. Yeah, the right wing, they didn't stop them. Let's be very clear about that. A lot of times they will work together to undermine us. Let's be very clear on that. When Nixon came along, you know, he was no better than the damn Democrats. You know, he did the war on drugs, which is a war on Black society, and they started setting up the template for the mass incarceration, whereas the Democrats were making sure the Black male was out of the house. The Republicans were making sure when the Black children grew up, they'll have a place to go, which was jail. So they all work together with this thing. Let's get Cool H Town Girl in the building, and then we'll get Robbie Blue. The Cool H Town Girl, what's up, ma'am?
Week, so I may have missed it if you missed this, if you already talked about this, but I wanted to hear your thoughts about the Wicked show, the one with the little who's the little white singer, Ariana Grande.
Yeah,
Uh, did you already
Was it
talk about
about
it?
prequels?
no, I haven't seen it. I have not seen it.
Well, I hope none of us Black Americans watch it
Yeah,
because
I don't rock with Erivo at all.
Exactly my point. So you have so anyway, I didn't know if you had talked about that with the audience, but I don't even think it's out yet. I've just seen the previews for it. Little Ariana Grande's the little, Princess Good Witch, whatever. Wicked, it's the backstory of the Wizard of Oz, right? For those who don't know. It was a hit play on Broadway for over a decade, and they've now made a movie of it, and Ariana Grande is the Good Witch, Glinda the Good Witch, and then Cynthia.
Aretha.
Um, Thank you. She's Nigerian, but over in the UK, and she has made an onslaught of very disparaging comments um, about Black Americans. As to all the stuff that you always say.
Oh yeah, and yeah, Cynthia Erivo has me blocked. She's been having me blocked for years on Twitter. So yeah, we're already knowing about her get down. We've been calling her out for years. Her and one of her besties, Lovey, that's another one who they would all denigrate us, her fellow Nigerian. Yeah, we've been telling people these folks have been sitting up online denigrating us for years, and we weren't even paying attention to it. Let's get Robbie Blue in the building. Robbie Blue?
What's going on, Tariq? How you
Good.
doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Yeah, man. I just wanted to say that what you touched on was very important because we know that white supremacists are very deceptive. And so, to the previous caller, if she had any confusion about the parties, that's why it's important for us to be on code. Just simply follow the rebel flags because it's funny how all of it connects. Like guys like Myron Gaines hangs out with people who will sit here and wave rebel flags and throw up the white power symbol, and they'll just use a political party to a means. And sometimes those people will try to trauma bond with us, you know what I mean, and get us to be focusing on one little obscure thing, and they'll make it seem like they were against slavery, but in reality, like you say, they'll flip flop. Their political aspirations are different from ours, so that's why we have to be on code and try to get tangibles. And the key emphasis is the word Southern. Southern strategy means just look at the Southern states. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? These people didn't change. That's all I do.
Yes, indeed, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. Listen, the Republicans and Democrats, man, they work with each other against us. It's always been like that. Right after slavery, the Republicans and the Democrats got together and they betrayed us. You understand what I'm saying? They betrayed us after the Civil War. Look up the Great Betrayal after slavery. Well, during the Civil War, black folks helped keep the Union together by fighting in the Civil War. Black people helped win the Civil War. Yeah, it was black people helped win the Civil War. And down in the South, after the war was over, they had federal troops giving black people a little protection, but then there was a deal that was made. The Democrats and the Republicans, since they like talking about the Democrats, and the Democrats got with the Republicans, and excuse me, it was a President Rutherford B. Hayes. Rutherford B. Hayes, he did something called the Great Betrayal. It was something called the Compromise of 1877 that basically stopped the Reconstruction movement because they were having Reconstruction for foundational Black Americans. They were having Reconstruction for freedmen, and they were giving federal investments in the South and all of that. And they did the Great Betrayal. They made a deal saying, "Hey, let's all get together and um, you know, let's just crap on these black folks. We'll pull all the rights that we're going to have for them. We'll just take them away and let you guys do whatever you do with them, with however you please." So Hayes made sure to withdraw those federal troops from the South. So we had no protection. Then lynching started happening, and basically the federal government turned a damn blind eye. And then they said, okay, we're going to give you state control. So the federal government said, okay, we're not going to sit there and regulate. We'll give you states' rights. If whatever you want to do within your state to the blacks, go ahead and do that. So they're like, oh, cool. So it's going to be lynchings on the menu. And they knew the federal government was going to turn a blind eye. Yeah. Then they stopped making those financial investments. So a lot of the jobs were not there no more. Yeah. So yeah, they threw us under the bus. The Republicans and the Democrats worked together to throw us under the bus. They both worked together to take away our rights. They worked together to make sure that we got harmed and nobody was going to give us protection. And they still kind of work together now. No, none of these groups give us protection. We out here doing it. We out here fighting for our rights on our own. But yeah, none of these groups, they don't really commit to protecting us and compensating us. They don't commit to it. And when they do, like the Democrats, they did a fake commitment and it was janky. That's why we made them crash and burn. See, we got to start doing what we did with the Democrats. We need to make that normal, where we are using our numbers and flexing our political power, because the power that we have is that we can vote as a block, and our vote is the swing vote. We can make or break a candidate. See, we need to stand on that. There's a reason why when they come around us, they always try to do a divide and conquer. Notice when the Democrats come around, the first thing they do is start talking about black women. Oh, black women are, ooh, the black woman. The black woman is so important. Oh, they're not like you old grimy men. It's the black woman. Black girl magic. That's for them to try to do the divide and conquer, so that we're not thinking as voting as a block. So we're not thinking about a black agenda. They want black women thinking about a female agenda. And you don't have no camaraderie with them white feminists. Let's be very clear. There's no camaraderie. They do not give a damn about you whatsoever. All right, let's get Captain America in here. What's up, Captain America? Why are you looking like one of the Jacksons in your thing, brother? Captain America.
Oh, what's up, man?
What's going on, man?
No, man. I just want to let you know, man. You got us Gen Z, Black Gen Z. You got our attention, man. Hey, we hear you loud and clear.
My man, well, I wish I could hear you loud and clear because your phone is janky, brother. What kind of phone is that?
Nice iPhone, man. I'm just moving around at work.
There you go. My man. Get your money, brother. Be good. Thank you so much.